Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the channel. I do hope all you amazing viewers and subscribers are well. Today we are heading into the world of Zelda. We are going to be checking out Alexander Payetti's Zelda Winter Lost Woods. This is obviously a fantasy golf course based on the Lost Woods from the classic game Zelda. So par 72, fairways and greens are soft, the green speeds are medium slow, the weather is overcast and time of day is noon. There are 4 tee options. We will be swinging from the blue tees, which are playing 7,412 yards. And as always, pin set number 1. Thank you so much for the continued support on the channel, guys. It truly is appreciated. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to smash the subscribe button and leave a like if you are enjoying the content. It truly helps me out. So hopefully I can navigate myself around the course better than I did playing the game Zelda. I always seem to get lost in these woods back on a Nintendo. So there's a decent opening swing. That is going to take me down the left centre off the fairway. I do apologise if I do not sign myself here. I do have a few health issues going on. I did put up a post on the community section. But hopefully in the next few days I am starting to feel human and normal again. So let's try and run this up to the back of the green. There's a far superior swing line. I'm not sure how I'm going to swing today because I have developed a huge swelling on my left hand, which is double the size of my hand. It's extremely painful and it's altering the way I do hold the controller and my normal swing. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But the green speeds are 120. I'm really going to struggle here. This is an eagle putt. I'm just looking to lag this up to the cup as close as possible. I've really underhit that, but hopefully it does leave me a makeable birdie opportunity, and it is going to take me a while to adapt to these greens. 120, wow, extremely slow. Fortunately, I do convert the birdie, and we do move to 1 under par. So great start to the round. So hole number 2 is a beautiful looking par 3. This tee box is 20 feet above the green, so gap wedge should be made for this. Tiny slow, but I have pulled my swing line left. This is firing right at it. This is really going to set up a good birdie opportunity. But what's your thoughts on the news about the Clubhouse Pass Season 2, which drops on Friday? I think we are getting cross-play. Not sure how much cross-play we are getting. The information regarding that's very, very limited. We are getting new courses, ranked matchmaking, and new playable golfers. And we're still waiting on fresh news of EA Sports PGA Tour, which is going to come out very shortly. It really is exciting times for golf gamers like us. So let's see if I can try and fade this from left to right round the trees here. That tiny slow is going to help me. Anything down the left-hand side with a fast could have been dead. Anything too far to the right was in the water. But that's worked out really, really well. Brave tee shot there. Fortune does favour the brave at times. And that has left me an uphill shot into this very tight pin location on the left-hand side. Got to find the left-hand side of this pin, so full backspin on the sand wedge here. Let's see if we can get this landing close to the pin. It's a laser beam. Oh, that ball's absolutely flying past the pin. Really did not expect it to travel as far as that. And that has left a very tricky birdie putt from 22 feet out. There's going to be a lot of turn on this. Obviously, the slower the greens are, the more the beads break. It's a good effort. It is going to miss on the left-hand side. Decent weight. And that is going to be my first par off the round. So with that, I do remain at 2 under par. But I do really enjoy playing these themed golf courses. So hole number 4, it is a reachable tee shot, but there's no real gap to get to the green. It's not worth the risk with all the hazards around. I think we'll just lay up with the 3-wood here, take this down the left centre off the fairway, and that should leave me nothing more than a pitch, maybe even a flop into the dance floor. But really enjoying the course so far. The addition of the snow actually really suits this course. So 63 yards, down 5 feet, 4 mile per hour helping wind. Oh, I'm in between clubs here. I'm just going to have to apply full backspin and loft and maybe go for a tiny partial. Try and land this ball on the right-hand side of the pin. Slopes will help me out. It's a good effort. I only got 90% power there though, and that ball's came up way short. That is a poor shot. That was a real good birdie opportunity. Let's see if we can chip this in. I can fully attack this from the heavy rough. Is it going to run out? It's got a chance. Oh, it's just going to come up agonisingly close. That's disappointing, only to walk away with a par there. But hole number 5. A quartet of waterfalls surrounding the green here. It's another tough pin. 7-iron is a fantastic club though. It's a really good strike. This ball should sit down pretty quickly on the soft greens. We are going to be pin high. It's another very makeable putt. Not a lot of movement in this one. 7 feet out. And although I played that firm, that ball really turned hard left. And I just despise the slower greens, guys. It just plays with your mind. You really have to accommodate for the beads a lot more than normal. We should be 2 or 3 shots better off here. But surely there's a gap through to this green. It's going to be reachable in 1. We are going to have to shape this. I'm going to try and draw this from right to left. Try and find the gap between the 2 big trees here. Let's take a practice swing. If we can repeat that, this will work out really well. It's a tiny slope. We have found the gap. And that ball's only going to get better. This should kick up onto the green comfortably. And what a fantastic tee shot. Watch me 3-putt this for a par though. That's the way things are going. Just really struggling on the greens at the moment. So it is a 22-foot putt for eagle. Uphill as well. So we've got to make sure we give this a chance. It is going to turn. We've got the weight. Have we got the line? We do have the line in the read. And what a fantastic eagle. Gets me to 4 under par. Hole number 7. Once again, beautiful waterfalls. I'm not going to reach that with the wind. I would need a double figure wind behind me. So just laying back with the 5 wood here. Still going to be reachable in 2, I believe. Looking to use the entire part of the first fairway here. There is a perfect. I'm finding it very difficult not to push my swing path to the right here. Like I said at the start of the video, I am swinging slightly different and I am in a lot of pain with my hand, but I'm finding it very hard not to push that analog stick over to the right. We're actually not going to get there with the false front. 3 wood should lay up and leave me nothing more than a chip or a flop. This ball is going to kick left. There's that push over to the right once again. But that is a real severe false front defending this green. So flop shot's going to be ideal here. This should sit down almost instantly once it hits the uphill slope of the green and hopefully set up another birdie. Decent execution. It did sit down instantly, and that is going to be a tap-in birdie from 3 feet out, which I do convert, and we do get to 5 under par. So, hole number 8. Lots of par 3s around at the moment. That is a brutal pin location. I'm just going to apply a little bit of D-loft and try and land this at the front of the green and get it hopping up onto the dance floor. There's a perfect. This is tracking superb. This should bounce firmly up on to the green and hopefully keep running out. Didn't run out as much as I expected, but it's a fantastic tee shot. And it's left me with an 8-foot putt for birdie. Just going to play this one firm. Just going outside left edge of the cup. The beads do turn right into the centre of the cup, and I do move to 6 under par. Hole number 9. Wow, what a fantastic hole. This is a really difficult tee shot. Very, very thin fairway here. It is sloped up. So let's see if we can play for the right-hand side of the fairway. Going to try and overpower this a little bit. 104%. Tiny slope. That should comfortably hold the right-hand side of the fairway. And whether or not I can reach this green in 2 is another question. We will soon find out. Driver off the deck is an option here. If I can just carry the bunker on the right-hand side, It's got a chance. So full loft, playing for the right-hand side of the pin here. Oh, it's a tiny slow, but it's that push right that's keeping me out there. I don't think this is going to kick onto the green. But finding it very, very difficult not to push my swing line to the right here. I've not played the game in about 5-6 days, so that will be a factor as well. Let's see if I can chip this in for eagle. Or at the worst, set up birdie. This has got a chance. Is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? It stayed straight. Really good effort there. It does ensure a tap-in birdie. So solid front nine after a bit of a slow start. 7 under. Let's see if we can keep this form going into the back nine. So playing for the right-hand side of the fairway here. There's a far superior swing line.
There we go. That's looking good.
But the course really is appealing on the eye. Certainly brings me back to the Zelda days and getting lost in these woods. The designer really has made a fantastic golf course here. Let's try and fade this against the wind to the right-hand side of the green, playing that slope. Left-hand side of the waterfall is my target. This is turning well. It's going to find the slope anyway. Is that going to come back down towards the hole? It should do. It's tracked well. It is going to give me another birdie opportunity. It's a pretty straightforward putt from 14 feet. Hopefully the beads do move here. It's tracking well. Oh, it's going to miss on the right-hand side. And it just shows you how much these beads move on the slow greens, 120 speed.
Hole number 11 coming up.
But we move on to another par 3. The par 3s really are beautiful. Triangular green here. I'm just going to try and play for the backstop. Oh, it's a tiny slow on a pull left. That is going to come up short of the backstop, but it should sit down right next to the hole. Once again, these pure swings and swing timing working out pretty well. So I'm going to really accommodate for the break this time. Surely that can't break more than that, and it has done. I did not hit that firm enough. That was the main issue there. But I did say at the start of the video, I am going to struggle with these slower greens. Hole number 12. What a hole, by the way. Absolute spectacular. Love the scenery and the colour contrast going on. So just going to take a practice swing. That is ideal. Really need to repeat that if we are going to find the fairway. It's a heavy grey slow and a slight push right. And with that, we are going to be in the deep stuff here.
I'm sure you didn't plan.
It is a narrow fairway. And on master swing difficulty, there's no room for error on some of these holes. So let's try and hack out 4-iron back into play and leave myself a longer approach shot into this par 5 green. We've went from rough to rough. I am hacking my way around this hole, sadly. We're just going to struggle to get par. I don't think this is going to have the legs to kick up onto the green, but we'll try and give it a shot. There's a perfect. It's another push right, though. That's not going to get up the false front, but it is going to leave me a chip. Hopefully I can get this close and just walk away with a par save. Anything short is going to come back, but anything too long, it is going to run off to the back of the green. Need to control as well. It is a good shot. It should stay. It does hang there. Still a missable putt, you know, from 10 feet. I've missed easier putts today in this round. Played it firm, should turn. It does turn, so that is a really good par save. It keeps me at 7 under par. And we do have options off the tee box here. I'm going to play for the middle section. It's a perfect tiny push right, but look how far right that ball's leaking. This ball's going to kick hard left now. Hopefully we do find the bottom part of the fairway. It's going to leave me a longer shot in. I'm actually really in between clubs here. I'm going to have to apply full backspin to this 9-iron and try and land this close. Easier said than done though. It's a fast and a push right. It's going to be long and left, but is it going to come back down off this slope? No, we've carried that slope. This is going to be a nasty downhill putt. 32 feet out. I can't believe that ball travelled as far as that.
All right, here we go for the birdie.
This is a delicate putt. The more left I go, the harder right it's going to shoot. Just try to feather this down there for the par save. It's really going to pick up speed now. There's it turning away from the hole. But it really is a good effort. It's going to ensure the par. But not a good start to the back nine. Hopefully I can pick up a few more birdies.
Okay, that's
Especially after a solid front nine. It's another par 3.
it's a par 3.
Tee box elevated once again. 9 iron should be ideal. It's a tiny slow. Yardage was bang on for that club. Better swing line though. That ball just gets up onto the dance floor.
Gonna do
And this is a very makeable putt.
feet from the cup.
I'm just going left edge of the cup here. We've got the weight. Have we got the read? We do. And that is a good birdie. Our first birdie of the back nine. Would you believe it? It's been a really quiet back nine so far.
Go par 5.
But hole number 15. It's another par 5. But look at these waterfalls. It really is a glorious looking golf course. Plays as good as it looks, to be fair. Going to try and overpower this a little bit. Taking the tiger line down the right hand side. 102% power. It's going to find the rough, but is it going to kick out? It may kick out. Oh, it does. That's a member's bounce. That tiny slope
Second shot on the 15th.
really hindering me there. But I think we can just about reach the front of the green with driver off the deck. Big shot coming up.
Taking driver off the fairway, are ya?
Can't hit anything other than a slow at the moment. Tiny push right once again. That is going to come up short. Hopefully it's nothing more than a flop shot though into this pin.
Here now for our third shot.
Flop shot's going to be ideal. Just applying almost full backspin. Try to get this sitting down right next to the flagstick. We get the perfect. That's came up way short. 98% power. Expected that to fly a little bit more than what it did. But it's another good birdie opportunity.
This one's on a good
That's going to
line.
turn, and it does turn, and it is our second birdie off the back nine. Back-to-back birdies. It does move me to 9 under par.
16th.
And we move on to hole number 16. Another par 5, but look at the creativity here. It's going to take another practice swing. Good swing line, but it is a slow. Need to speed that up. We get a tiny fast. That is going to work out superbly for me. But this really is a fun golf course to play. Really, really enjoying it. Just a pity I'm not feeling great, guys, and a fair bit of pain. But really wanted to get a video out there for you guys. I may have to look at some other games that I can play in the meantime to keep me occupied. There's a lovely strike. This is going to kick hard left. Anything to the right of the pin here was always going to work out. That should set up a good eagle opportunity. Is it going to go in for the albatross? Just comes up short.
Worked just fine.
7-foot putt for the birdie.
So here's your eagle putt.
This would move me to 11 under par, which we do.
Yep. I'll take
And I
it.
think my scoreline now is starting to reflect how well we've played in the
And you're currently
the majority of the
11 under.
the holes. Just my flat sticks really let me down today. Oh, the driver's going to be far too long. Can we de-loft it? Even that's going to be too long as well, I believe. Let's lay up with the 3-wood. Need to put a good strike and swing on this. It's a fast, but it's a push right. And the push right's actually overpowering the fast. And that's going to kick into the water, sadly. Could well be looking at our first bogey here. That's disappointing. I probably could have hit driver there, you know.
This is what our third
Just felt like looking at it at the time, it was going to be far too long. Need to try and pitch this one close. Full backspin. Playing the slope in the ground. It's a tiny slow, and look how far right that ball's went. This could spin back down the slope too. Oh, this is going to be a tough putt for the par save. Certainly going to be uphill.
that safely on the green.
Not a lot of movement in it, to be fair.
Save par on this one.
The beads all seem to be counteracting each other. Just aiming out to the right a tiny little bit.
Oh, come
It's on a good line. Oh, it turned right at the end, and we do somehow manage to scramble the par there.
Let's
Superb par save. Let's move on to the final hole of this Zelda-inspired golf course, the Lost Woods. It really is a fantastic course. So much fun to play. And I'm really in between clubs here. 3 wood's going to be long, but let's apply full backspin. I just don't think 5 wood's going to reach. Oh, it's a superb strike. Laser beam perfect. Oh, it's way long. That's probably going to kick into the heavy rough. This could be horrible, you know. Don't go into the tree. Wow.
Good luck with your second shot.
Maybe 5 wood was a shot there. Didn't expect my 3 wood to carry that far. At least we do have an uphill slope to take into factor here. So I can attack this with full backspin. Just not the best of lies. Need about 90%. 82, that's going to come up way short. And that is going to be a tough putt for the par. No way. It looks like we could be walking away with our first bogey off the round on the final hole. Tough putt from 16 feet. It really is going to turn. Had to attack it. It was a good effort. Just missed on the left-hand side. Sadly, that is going to be a bogey finish. But what a remarkable golf course, guys. I did enjoy it. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like. And like I said, if you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.
My job's done. Hopefully, we'll see you again around here real soon, though.